I don't even know if I want to make this video. I feel like I am struggling to get the words out because I'm trying to get the words out without crying. And I've made this same type of video 3 times. I made one in Mexico, I scrapped it. I made one when I moved here and I scrapped it. And I'm making this one and I might scrap this one too.
Hold up.
Hi. So how did I get here? I don't know. It's really hard for me to talk to you this way. I'm usually not this serious. So if this is your first time meeting me, I beg you not to judge my channel based off of this video. I'm usually not this serious. I'm really very funny and I like to cut up and I'm all about the shenanigans. But if this is not the video for you, trust me, I understand. You don't have to sit here and watch it. There are plenty other videos that I have on my channel that are about DIY, home improvement, design, my shenanigans.
This right here is my swag.
But this is a lifestyle channel, so I like to be transparent with you guys. And even though this is a really hard video for me to make, like I said, I just keep scrapping them. This one might actually end up getting scrapped too. I don't know. I'm confused about where my life is going. I am at a crossroads. I really feel like I need to document this video, and I don't know why I feel the need to finally put this out there. If it's too much for you, if it feels like this might be too sad or whatever, and I promise I don't want to make it too sad, but I just can't understand, like, did the universe bring me this far just to drop me off here? So how did I get here? I'm in my 50s and I'm starting over. How did I get here, though, is the question. And I don't mean how I got here in North Carolina in this house. I mean, how did I get here at this point in my life? Well, when I think about it, I've had a lot of experience in my life. I guess at my age, that's something that we call wisdom. But I also feel like a failure. I've been married. That marriage did not last. I've been in very serious relationships, engaged several times. I did learn from my marriage when it's time to get out and not take it any further. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother of 2, a daughter, I'm a friend, an auntie, a sister. I have 7 brothers. It seemed like from the time that I was a child that things were going to be different for me. From a very young age, I always knew that I wanted to entertain. And I did that. I was doing music, rapping for my family, poetry, all of that stuff when I was very young. I also did a lot of things that I still do today. I was building things with boxes. My Aunt Mina, rest her soul, she smoked Newport cigarettes, and I always wanted to use her boxes to make furniture for my Barbie house. We were poor, so we didn't have money to buy a Barbie dream house. I had to build my own. So I did that with cardboard boxes. So the LaShawn that you see now is still that same little girl, but I'm confused in a way because I thought that at this point in my life, things would be bigger, better, and I'd be further along. I didn't think that I would be a divorced grandmother. I didn't think that I would not be in a relationship that was solid and I knew exactly, kind of where things were going. I didn't expect to have so many failed relationships. And I don't mean just with men, I mean with friends. I didn't think that at this point in my life, people that I shared so much about myself with, people that I thought were my ride or dies, I had no inkling that these people would no longer be part of my life. I thought that friends I made through work would continue to be my friends and would continue to be supportive. That's a whole nother video. And if you want me to do that video, I will. Coworkers are not your friends. I have been lucky enough that a few of my coworkers that I've met over the years have now become friends for life. But honestly, I can count them on one hand. But again, I don't want to go into that too much in this video. I'm really just trying to figure out how I got here. How in my 50s, I still have no clue what the hell I'm doing. I am just living day by day, going through life, and I'm scared because I don't know what the next few months are going to bring. But with that said, I was in the music industry from a very young age. I did songs that went triple platinum and probably even more than that at this point. I've worked with some really big artists in the industry. I got screwed by my record label several times. It wasn't just one record label, it was 2 record labels that I was signed to, and they both screwed me over. I got the short end of the stick. The music industry, as you can see, is going to hell in a handbasket real quick. So I can count my blessings and say that I'm glad I didn't get caught up in all of that bullshit nonsense. But at the same time, it really hurts that I put my all into something and I did not reap any of the benefits. If you take a look at some of the artists that I have worked with, that I have been involved with, you will see that a lot of them did fairly well for themselves. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here, trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, and it hurts. I've had industry friends that pretty much turned their back on me, used me. And I don't mean just the guys, I mean the females. If you know me and you know anything about my career, think about the people that I've worked with in the industry. Do you see them around? Do you see them in my videos? Do you see me talking about them at all? No, because they pretty much gave me their ass to kiss. I enjoyed what I was doing. I enjoyed rapping, being, a female artist, and it was fun for me, writing and getting out there and performing, but I barely made any money doing that. Like, the industry, I would say the industry, I don't want to say it on YouTube, but the industry itself raped me. I got my ideas pretty much stolen, and other people made money off of my concepts. You know what I'm talking about. There have been other female artists in the industry who have taken my songs and redid my songs and never gave me credit. Maybe it is a blessing in disguise that things didn't take off for me in the music industry. How did my photography business not really take off the way that I thought it should? How did I leave a career where I was making a lot of money and have 15 years worth of experience doing something and then just say, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore? How did I get here? How could I be in my 50s and struggling like somebody who just graduated college? I know that everybody has their ups and downs, but for me, I swear a lot of times it feels like there's been more downs than ups. You probably don't notice just from, looking at my videos and meeting me online, being part of my community, but I suffered with depression for a long time throughout my 20s. So when it comes to mental health, it's a big deal to me. A lot of people don't even know that I suffered from depression, mainly because most of them don't give a shit. They don't reach out, they don't ask questions. But during the winter months, I would suffer from also SAD, seasonal affective disorder. So I hope that something I say or something that I do in my videos helps at least one person know that even if you suffer from these things, they don't have to define who you are, because since my 20s, I've gone on to do so many other things and live my life, but I was really, really depressed. And that's the reason why I ended up moving to Florida, because I needed sunlight 24/7. I needed that vitamin D. Sunlight. But yeah, I was trying to raise my kids, but I was not in such a great marriage. Not that my ex-husband was abusive, but he had wandering eyes. I was only gonna put up with that, but for so long, because you married me. And so, yeah, needless to say, that didn't work out. My mother did not raise me to stick around in a relationship where a man thinks that he can have me and, his extracurricular activity going on. So I'm at a point where I'm questioning a lot of things, because I'm nowhere near where I wanted to be when I was in my 20s, when I was thinking about the type of life that I wanted to carve out for myself. I'm nowhere near that. I have done a lot, and I know a lot of people look at my life and they're like, wow, you've had a lot of adventure, you've had a lot of this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I've also had a lot of heartbreak, and a lot of times I cry alone. I don't really know who to trust. I feel like some people want a lot from me, but are not willing to give themselves. I feel like a lot of my family members, and they're probably going to see this, or maybe they won't, because most of them don't watch my videos anyway, but I feel like most of them don't really care one way or the other. It's sad, because it's not what I want when it comes to family. I would want my family to be closer. I would want us to care about one another, but a lot of times I just feel like perfect strangers have done more and supported me more and reached out and, written me letters, and I can't even get so much as a, hey, how you doing, from my own blood relatives. And so, I don't know. It's just, I honestly didn't think that I would be here. A lot of you have been asking me, do I want to get back into the music industry? Unequivocally, no. it's not something that I want to do. I enjoy writing, so sometimes you'll see I put poems in my videos. That's just the writer in me. I may end up doing a book. I say may because I've been writing this book for probably the last 9 years. I just would like for something to finally start feeling like real success to me. You know, I've been on this planet in this form for 5 decades plus. And I want to be able to show up and not second guess who I am. I am at the point of reinventing myself and doing more of what I want to do and less of what I don't want to do. I learned a lot of lessons, and I'm definitely at that point where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not getting ready to do that. Doesn't feel right to me. I'm not doing it. But I still sometimes have that fear of failing. My channel is growing. I'm getting more and more subscribers by the day. It doesn't do a whole lot for my going full time on YouTube, which is what I did, and a lot of people would think that's ridiculous. And it probably is. You know, I left a very high paying job, career, in order to do YouTube full time. Sold my tiny house, moved to Mexico, moved back to the United States. So I've pretty much burned through all of my savings doing all of this. And it's scary because a lot of businesses don't want to hire people my age. So if this shit doesn't work out, I gotta figure something else out. I'm Gen X, and yes, I can put up with a lot, and I've been through a lot, and you know, I'm not really good at taking no for an answer, but that still doesn't mean that I have all my shit together, because I don't. And that is okay. I'm figuring it out as I go along. I know that I'm very confused. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I wake up every day and I try to make something happen. I am trying to be good to myself, be patient, be good to my body. But I am scared. I'm afraid of failing. So I don't know. I feel like I'm doing a lot of rambling. I don't know if any of it is making any sense. And it's part of the reason why a lot of these videos end up getting scrapped, because I just feel like I'm just, you know, being a Debbie Downer or something, and I'm just rambling. I don't know. Yeah. Y'all have a good one. I love you. Bye.